All right, Badgers, we're going to talk about winger breakout tips. So this one's specifically geared towards the wingers. The key concepts, as you see in the top right up here, are pass it, skate it, chip it, or eat it. Those are our options, and we kind of want to do them in that order. That's the order of preference: pass it, skate it, chip it, or eat it. So first things first, when we get the puck, in this case we're the black team breaking out of our zone. I only drew the two red defenders to make it a little bit easier. When we're about to get the puck and initiate our breakout, wingers, I want you guys to take a mental snapshot, a mental picture of where everybody is on the ice so you have that information before you start moving. Secondly, next thing you want to do is hustle to your breakout position. So when we're on the strong side's the side the puck is on. So if we divide the ice in half, strong side is where the puck is, weak side is where the puck isn't. On the strong side, we want that winger around the hash marks, and we want our other winger on the weak side kind of near the top of the circle, so he's an outlet pass when we get to that point. Keep in mind, if we break out to the weak side, which our overall video will discuss why we want to break out to the weak side. When we break over the weak side and that puck slides over here, now all of a sudden everything flip-flops. Now my winger has to hustle to the boards. This guy's going to get to the top of the circle. So be cognizant of where you're at and where we're going with the puck and get to the appropriate position. Have a plan before you get the puck. So ideally have two plans, two options, a primary plan and a backup plan. Next one is don't get too low. So let's just take this guy for instance. He doesn't want to be down here at the goal line. He's too close to that defenseman. That's usually going to happen if he was already down there helping out the defenseman. We want to get separation, get up to our hash marks. You also don't want to be too high. So usually what happens there is this defenseman kind of fumbles the puck a little bit, takes a little bit longer, and this guy just keeps moving while that's happening. He's too high up, right? So we want to stay in here. We're going to cycle around in here right by our hash marks. Since we're breaking out this side, I'm going to slide the defenseman over. The next thing is when the D gets the puck, winger, you got to make yourself ready. You got to be head up, know where you're at, take another mental snapshot if you can of where these two defensemen are, where everybody is on the ice before that pass comes. If you need to open up. You're going to put your stick on the ice, two hands on your stick, blade of your stick where you want the puck. And ideally, you're going to have your feet kind of turning up ice so you're all ready to roll as soon as you get that pass. But you want to make sure you dictate where you want that pass at, and hopefully that defenseman's going to put it right on your stick. Communicate to your D. If for some reason this defenseman pinches and you're covered, this defenseman's looking to pass it to you, you'll no, because you're covered. Or you can always talk to him and say, like, I'm open. Or you could yell center. You could yell partner, so he knows to reverse and go the other direction. But communication is always key, and we talk about communication a lot. We just don't do it as well as we talk about. If the puck somehow is rimming around the boards, let's say you haven't gotten your spot yet and this puck's rimming around, you got to hustle and cut that puck off. If you let it get past you, it's going to go to this defenseman. He's going to ram it right in on it. So you got to hustle and get to that puck before it passes your breakout spot, before it gets to that defenseman. So let's just say everything goes well. Our defenseman makes that nice pass, crisp pass over to the right wing. Do we want to go straight up the ice and run into this defenseman and pin ourselves against the board so we can only attack in one dimension? No, right? Ideally, we want to take a couple strides towards the center of the ice. Now, at that point, you're going to have your head up, and you're already going to be looking for this winger that's hopefully cutting, and ideally, you're going to make that pass. But by getting off the boards, you're making your attack three-dimensional. It's going to be a little bit easier then because this defenseman is going to want to go this way to cut you off. Now he's going to vacate his position on the boards. Now you can go this way, you can go that way, you have options. But that defenseman's already on the move and he's going the wrong way. He's going across the ice instead of backpedaling, which is what you want to do. So make that first one or two strides towards the center of the ice away from the boards and get yourself a little bit of space to move. Remember, we want time and space. We're buying ourselves time and space. One of our weaknesses is we always attack up the boards right into this defenseman. This is a way to circumvent that and get away from that. Then, like I said, ideally, you're going to look for this center cutting up ice. Hopefully, he's already yelling for you. He's going to be splitting his D. And you're going to make that breakout pass to the center, ideally. If not, you've got three options here, right? You can pass it to the center. You could skate it yourself and try and beat this D one way or there. Maybe you chip around him. Or let's just say this defenseman comes in and pinches, and now you're kind of stuck. Just go right against the boards, put the puck against the boards, put your skate and your stick up against the puck, and we call that eating the puck. You can eat the puck and wait for help from your defenseman or from your center to come over and help you out. That way we're not coughing it right up to the defenseman. So there's our four options there. Pass it to the center, skate it, You can skate and beat that defenseman. We mentioned chip it. You can chip it around that D-man or eat it. Pass it, skate it, chip it, or eat it in that order. The only thing is, if you do decide you're going to try to beat this defenseman, you come up and you end up in a battle with him. You got to use your will to get that puck out of the zone. Remember, gain the blue. We want to get the blue. We do the king of the ring drill. Take that guy, take your body, get low. It's a battle of who gets low. Shove him in the puck out of the zone. That's all you got to do is get that puck out. So we got pass it, skate it, chip it, or eat it in that order. That's smart hockey, and that's what we want to see you guys do.